You know what I mean? Because the accountability is really important here, guys, right? And and the number three is that we have to remind each other that we have to have the belief in ourselves. I think most of us here too. I mean, I mean, maybe some people can relate to it. To us, is that sometimes the only fear between what we wanted to do now and in the future is because we think we cannot do it,
Yep.
right? And
100%.
when we must know ourselves so well that we can do this. And if we believe that, remember, whatever we tell ourselves, we believe. So if you're telling yourself you can't do it, you can't go full time, then that's going to happen. But if you believe in your heart that, I made this choice, I'm going to go with this choice, and then everything else will follow. But what I'm just saying in my story is that there was always going to be a fear for unknown, but the belief in ourselves should be the one that matters the most of doing this business, to keep going in this business. So that's what my share of
Yeah.
that one.
That's great, great insight. I hope you guys are taking notes. They're throwing a lot of nuggets there.
Mm,
I'm gonna call on Stella. Ate
mm.
Stella.
Hi. Okay. So for me, it was a little different. I guess, I mean, I didn't fear really jumping, to be honest with you. I was not, I knew I could do whatever it is that I needed to do. But my fear was taking away my identity as someone that's, corporate consultant, taking that away, and then now going into insurance because that's how I saw this business in the beginning, right? So that was probably the one thing that kind of held me back a little bit, was like, am I ready to now be seen as the insurance girl, as the potentially multi-level person, right? Am I ready to hear my friends say that to me, um, and leave my corporate past behind, right? So that was the biggest thing. But and as I told you, right, Marie, when I did jump in full time, I wasn't doing it the right way. But once I found really what it means to be full time, which is going out every day, really taking care of business every single day, morning till evening, really, working at your goals every day. Once I figured that out, my fear then was, am I not spending enough time with my kids? Am I focusing just on this business alone? So there's always this, I mean, but now, having been doing this for a long time, having really planted my flag, and having known that, once you are here full time, your the business and your family life meshes together.
Mhm.
Now my biggest fear is, are my kids going to be proud of me? And that's what's pushing me right now, Marie, to leave them behind sometimes, not go to their basketball game sometimes, leave early, come late, because that is the biggest fear that I have now. It's no longer all these nonsense that I was thinking of before. It's now, will my children be proud of me? And so that pushes me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, as a parent, I think we all have fear, right? Sometimes we when we go out there, we leave our kids, we feel guilty because we're not spending a lot of time with them. But then they're the reason why we're doing this too. If you're single, you have no kids, you have your own reason. But for parents, there are reason, not reason why we're not supposed to do it 100%, but there are a reason to make sure that we build a legacy for them, that we do what we can in our powers, that one day you can really say that, oh, I give 100%, right? I do really give my 100%. So you're gonna have to ask yourself, are you giving your 100% right now in this business? Right? So I have one more last question, our closing, right? I love this, we're being it's more vulnerable, sharing our fears, our struggles, because let me tell you, this business, it's challenging. But let me tell you, 100%, it is 100% worth it. It's worth it. During my 4 years of being full time, I'm already thinking of, should I go back to work? But every single time I'm looking at those job offer, I still get job offer. I don't have license anymore. I didn't renew it for like almost 3 years now, but I still get job offer. I said, should I go back to work? And I think if I go back to work, I'm gonna have to clock in, clock out again. And I have a team now that, relying on me 100%. Who's gonna take care of them if I do that? So it's like, I'll tell you guys, there's always gonna be fear. There's always gonna be struggle, but it's up to you how you're gonna overcome it every single day. Take one day at a time, one step at a time. And you're doing this business not just by yourself. You have the whole community, WSB community, and the Team Victory to help you and guide you. Right? So one last question, Ate Nema. What one full-time habit can everyone in this room, right, start doing tomorrow, even they're still working part-time?
Okay, so so the daily habit is actually, I think this is a practice that I try. I think it's like when you know you own a business, you need to make sure you have a plan the next day. So before you sleep, you have to plan ahead. What will be my schedule looks like tomorrow, or if I'm working this part time, who will I contact during my break time, my lunch time, after work, right? So you need to really like you need to connect with people. You need to find new people to connect, right? Because this is how our business, this is your inventory people. If you don't have nobody to talk to, then, how can you do your business? So planning ahead, uh, even I told my team earlier, even just once a week networking event. Which day can you set aside? Wednesday, not Wednesday night, not during our meeting night, but Thursday night, for example, or a weekend, to connect with networking. Again, like I said this before, Google networking near my area, something like that. Free networking. You don't. If it's free, there's a lot community events, right? But at least have one networking event to attend to and really be, resilient. And we keep on saying, you will hear a lot of no's, but there will be a yes. So go after the yes. And you can't force people if they don't want to be billed, or you can't force the sale to somebody that don't want to buy, right? We've been hearing that all the time. But that's really the change of mindset, I think, in this business. Because, oh, nice, thank you, Nani. That's actually, I'm introvert. Remember, I'm in accounting, just me and my spreadsheet, and that the people that I manage. But I don't like talking to people. This changed me. This business changed me as a person, because right now you put me in a restaurant where there's somebody there that waiting for somebody. I need to take a chance to talk to that person, or my flight is delayed. I take, you have to take that opportunity to talk to people around you, because when you believe in what we're doing, in our mission, then it changed you. Again, it just changed me. I don't know, people before that knows me, work with me, they're like, what happened to you? Because they know I'm so quiet, I don't like talking. But when you love what you're doing, it just comes out of you. You just love to share it, because you know you're changing people's lives, right?
Thank you, Ate Nema. That's so true, right? It's love what you do, and what you do will it comes back, right? So mission before commission. So just to answer the last one, Ate Stella.
Okay, Ate Marie. For me, I guess what everybody here can do, whether you're part time or full time, but especially part time, is business hours, daily business hours, and stick to it. Daily. It is not Monday, Wednesday, Friday only, or only on the weekend. Daily business hours and stick to it. I think if everybody gets that on point, I think your business will change.
Yes, thank you. Yes, that's right. So, family, you heard all of our full timers, right? Share their stories, their struggles. So here's my challenge to you guys. So, there's only 5 days left to wrap up our GX, right? So, if you haven't done your GX yet, I challenge you, right? Ask yourself, what am I willing to commit to? What excuses am I ready to drop? And what one full time habit you can start practicing tomorrow morning, even if you are part time today? Because full time isn't just a schedule, right? It's a mindset, it's a standard, it's a decision you make long before even the result comes in, right? So I hope this training helped you guys to make that decision. What are you gonna be willing to commit? And I hope we finish our 300 GX for Kuya Vic, for Team Victory. Thank you guys so much for participating. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank you for
Marites.
hosting.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Thank
Franny.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Everyone.
Thank